holidays. Going in Style, which stars George Burns and Art Carney and Lee Strasberg, is three retired old men who share the same apartment in New York. Just about all these guys have is each other. They take walks, they sit in the park, they sit quietly at home at night and watch TV, or they just stare off into space. The film gives us, I think, a nice sense of what it's like to be old in America. A lot of the time, apparently, it can be very depressing. But to rescue himself and his friends from their boredom, George Burns has an idea to liven things up a bit.
How would you guys like to go on a stick-up with me?
What was that?
I said, how's about we all go on a stick-up? It's foolproof. If it works, we'll be in great shape. If not, maybe they'll give us 3 years. Maybe. That would be free room and board. And when we'd get out, we'd each have 36 Social Security checks waiting for us. That, by the way, adds up to $8,532 a piece. Not a bad piece of change. Maybe we could all put it together and buy one of them newspaper and candy stands, one of them big buildings in Manhattan. A friend of my son bought him one. Lives pretty good. But what the hell am I talking about that for? That's only if we get caught. And I don't think we'd get caught. Well?
Well, what?
Well, what do you guys think?
I don't know. It sounds like a great idea.
Willie?
What do you mean it sounds like a great idea? I don't know what you're talking about. Are you talking about actually doing this, or what?
Yeah, actually doing this.
And what do you know? After some resistance, Carney and Strasberg actually agree to go along with Burns's wild and crazy robbery plan. Now, judging from that, you might think that Going in Style with the robbery turns out to be a happy-go-lucky story about old people acting young. But no, Going in Style is much better than that, more complicated than that, more realistic. This film returns to its theme of loneliness, to the theme of the difficulty of making peace with old age. George Burns also ends up playing much more than a cute old man again. He gives us a genuinely touching performance here. I thoroughly enjoyed Going in Style. It's a holiday picture not to miss.
I enjoyed it too. I think it's one of the sleepers this holiday season. And I want to emphasize what you said about George Burns. Here's a performer who's had a new career for the last 3 or 4 years.
Yes.
Basically, though, playing variations of George Burns. And that's not bad at the age of 83 to play George Burns or anybody else. But in this film, he plays a brand new character, a person we haven't met before. It's really good acting. It's a creative performance. I thought it was a real treasure.
I like the fact that this treats older people straight. It doesn't make them cutie pies, you know. That's easy to do when we laugh at them. Oh, look, they can ride motorcycle, robs banks. This film touches the loneliness. They do get involved with death. They contemplate their own a lot. And it's a good, good story.
I think maybe the moral might be movies like Electric Horseman and Kramer versus Kramer, which are big holiday successes, are going to be around for a long time, so maybe the movie to see first would be Going in Style. For one thing, the lines are going to be shorter. Finally, we both say yes to Going in Style, the funny and bittersweet movie about 3 old guys who get tired of sitting on a park bench until George Burns decides to pull a bank robbery.